I'm here at Chicago Dev Camp with Gieff Demorocki of Mid Ventures. The name really attracted me. Then I found that Gieff is the judge tomorrow at the hackathon. And we started talking, and he has amazing stuff. Tell me, what is Mid Ventures?
Sure. So Mid Ventures is a Chicago-based venture technology consulting firm, and we've worked with a lot of angel and VC investors who want to essentially start new web technology startups from scratch or do a turnaround. So we try to kind of be in the center of and help organize a lot of the Chicago landscape. We can be connected to the right investors, to the right developers, to the right designers, and put some new startups together.
Nice. You mentioned something in September. You have an event coming up?
Yeah. So in September 28th, we have Mid Ventures Launch, which is the largest startup conference in the Midwest.
Okay.
And the idea, similar to your Tech 50s or your demos, is that we basically are going to have over 100 startup demo tables in one room, some of them competing for over $100,000 in prizes, and other ones looking to later stage startups looking to launch on stage. And then we have sponsors. Basically, it's the most Midwest startups in one room at one time.
So how many are you expecting?
Well, we're expecting over 100 startup demos, but we're expecting over 1,000, over 2,000 attendees.
Wow, that's huge.
It'll be at UIC Forum.
Wow. And you have a Twitter account, or where can we find information?
You can find more information at @MVLaunch,
okay,
or just midventureslaunch.com.
Okay. So tell me more about Chicago landscape, since you're in the middle of all this. I mean, all the noise in the background is from Social Dev Camp, buzzing with activity, so we have to speak super loudly.
Yeah, so Mid Ventures actually held a panel talk 2 weeks ago where we had all of the new startup incubators in the Midwest come and present, for the first time. Because 2 years ago, there was maybe 1 or 2 new web startup incubators. Now, there's 6 or 7. So basically, in the past 2 years, I think that the Midwest, Chicago, has just come alive with new startup activity.
So who are your favorites, or who are the notables?
Well, I'm preferential to some of the startups that I'm working with now.
Yeah.
So one example is Video Grants.
Yeah.
And Video Grants is a nonprofit web startup, and the goal is to allow everyone around the U.S. to give micro grants, micro scholarships to students in India. So we're doing some stuff with payment processing. We have some people, field partners on the ground in India, and that'll be launching in the next 6 to 12 months. And we're also doing some cool stuff with Android tablets in small businesses, where basically you can kind of check in and like interact with that business more closely, and we want to get into point of sale with that. So I like to think that like we or Chicago, the Midwest, kind of has its hands in a lot of new places. But I still fly out to San Francisco for Google conferences because they don't have those here yet.
So you mentioned something you're done with payments. So is that where the point of sale interest is coming?
Oh yeah, so Video Grants, we're doing some cool stuff with payments because we want to make a really, really easy way for U.S. donors to give grants and scholarships, just like $60, to basically let a student in India cover their education for like a half a year or a year. And we're doing some cool stuff with Android tablet point of sale. So basically, whether you're in a restaurant and you're opting into like a deal, or you are at a coffee shop, or you're at like a party, and just ways to interact with that business and engage in point of sale. We're doing some really cool stuff with that now also.
Awesome. So this is not live, right? The Android tablet thing?
No, we're going to be launching it at Mid Ventures Launch.
So that's very soon.
We're gonna try to hopefully.
And you're a judge tomorrow at the hackathon.
I will be a judge tomorrow.
So you're giving something to the hackathon winners also, right, from Mid Ventures?
Right. So the winners of the hackathon are going to get a demo table at our Mid Ventures launch conference. It's valued at about $750. And that's kind of where it starts, goes all the way up to exhibitor sponsorships. But send us a tweet or an email if you want to get involved in what we're doing. And yeah, Elon Tai and the Social Dev Camp have been great partners for Mid Ventures launch these past 2 years.
It's been awesome. So MV Ventures, right? At MV Ventures.
So at MV Launch.
Oh, at MV Launch.
Right. Or at Mid Ventures. We're going to update that one as well.
Good. Awesome. Thanks, Gieff. Bye.